What's going on, everybody? I'm Brandon from Walker's Woodworks. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of power carving using the Kutzall shaping dish, cylinder burr, as well as some hand rasps. And I'm going to be making a keychain, or not keychain, wow, key holder made out of a piece of walnut that I have laying around. And it's going to be in the shape of a key. At least that's the hope. If you guys do me a favor, hit the like button down below if you do like this video. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Let's get started. So like I said, I had this piece of walnut left over from another project. I started by taking it over to the miter saw and cutting it down to the size I wanted. I wanted to draw out the shape before I started just cutting away material to give me kind of an idea of what it would look like. I used a ruler to define the bottom where the keys would hang, and then just freehanded the rest. Now, I never claimed to be an artist, so don't judge me too hard right here. Once I had it drawn out to about the shape I wanted, I took it over to the bandsaw and cut the bulk of the material off the outer edges. Then I used a combination of a Forstner bit in my drill and a jigsaw to cut away the parts that I couldn't get with the bandsaw. Once I had it all roughed out, I could clamp it down and start carving. This video is sponsored by Kutzall. I've been using their products for a couple years now, as you guys probably know if you've been following me for a while, and I have zero bad things to say about the products or the company. Great customer service and amazing quality products. I will leave links to all the tools I use in the description below, as I always do, for you guys to check out, including this extreme shaping dish that I'm starting with. This is the medium grit, and I just used it to round over all the edges that I could get to with it at least, and it worked out pretty good. Also, I left the back flat so it could sit flush on the wall, and just worried about the front and the edges. After that, I grabbed the fine grit cylinder burr and started shaping all the harder to reach areas. This is actually my first time using the burrs, and I noticed the fine wasn't really taking off as much as I wanted, so I switched over to the medium. And then because I'm impatient, I actually switched to the coarse burr, and that really started removing material. Probably should have started out with this one, but I'll know for next time. I forgot to remove this small area where the key teeth are, I guess that's what you'd call them. So I just removed those with a combination of the bit and the jigsaw again. I think I need a new bit. Looks pretty dull. Then I switched back to the medium burr to fine-tune some of the small areas. Then the real workout began. I turned to my rasps. That's a hard word to say. Rasps. Anyway, I used them to kind of fine-tune all the areas that I couldn't get to with the other stuff, and make a final shape on the thing overall. It worked out pretty good, and it actually didn't take that much effort. Once the carving and rasping, if that's a word, was all done, I grabbed my sander and went over everything with 180 grit. This, however, is not a Kutzall product. I think I got it at like Harbor Freight or something like that. It comes in a set of different sized ones. It's just a sanding drum. You can put in a die grinder, a drill, or a drill press, or whatever you want. And it worked really good for this. I was glad I remembered I had them. Then, of course, a lot of hand sanding to finish it off. Personally, I like to use a lot of oil and wax-based finishes. The natural look is really what I'm going for. And the ease of use, you just wipe it on, let it sit a while, and then wipe off the excess and buff it in with either a buffer or like a blue paper towel or a rag or whatever. Super easy to use, and it looks great. Once the finish was dry, I measured, marked, and installed hooks to hold keys. Do you guys say measure or measure? Measure. I get made fun of because it say measure. I don't know. It's just how I've always said it. Anyway, I just grabbed these hooks from Home Depot, threw them in there, and they look great. At least I think they look great. The last thing to do was install hangers on the back. I like to use these sawtooth hangers. They're easy to install and use. I think it turned out pretty cool. Everybody loves walnut, especially with a little bit of curl in it. And the best part is, I did it free-handed. What'd you guys think? It's all done. I don't know about this area too much. I'm not an artist per se, but I think it came out pretty good for my first try. I'm gonna give it to my mom. She'll appreciate it. She'll hang it up on the wall. She needed a key holder anyway. So yeah, what do you guys think about this power carving deal? Let me know in the comments down below. And until next time, check out this video right here. We'll see ya.